The Journey of Buddhist Cinema by Akash Tharuka Pereira. During the evolution of human, food, water and shelter were the most basic requirements. Later on, with the civilization of human being, philosophy, literature, art and history had a great impact on humans. Among them, art is interconnected with the spirituality of humans. In the present world, cinema is loved and accepted by all the people in the world despite differences. The art of acting to have introduced to Sri Lanka with local cultural festivals and religious observances. Later on, the influence of Indian cinema is noteworthy in establishing Sri Lankan cinema industry. The beginning of Sri Lankan cinema is marked with Rajakiya Wikramaya, which is also known as Shanta and extended into different genres. Among them, Buddhist films were also made in the past but was not prevalent unlike today. The reason for this is the popularity of Buddhist literature in the country. Before Buddhist cinema came into existence, stage dramas, songs and etc. were popular among the public. The first Buddhist film in Sri Lanka, named Patachara, was screened in 1964. The role of Patachara was played by popular film actress Sandhya Kumari. It is important to note how the Buddhist cinema was accepted by the people. Although the film Patachara was well received by the audience, a film named Sambudu Mahima failed to impress the audience. The film Vesaduru Sirita was produced with a huge budget which also failed to earn profit. Even though people like to watch movies based on Buddhist literature, they tend to reject the creation if the quality of the film is in question. It should be mentioned that all the films belonging to this genre did not end up in failure. While Ajasatta was well received by the public, the film Kundala Kesi, in which the protagonists were the popular duo Vijaya Kumaratunga and Malini Fonseca, the film did not achieve expected success. The reason is the shortcomings in the production. The film Angulimala was first screened by dubbing the Hindi film into Sinhala language. Although this attained high success, the Sinhala film Angulimala, in which the main character was played by talented actor Ravindra Randeniya, the film did not impress the public. Actors play a major role in Buddhist films. The Buddha's character has never been played by any actor in the cinema. Not even an audio is available to symbolize the Buddha. They have not even made use of animation technology to portray the Buddha. They use aura, a statue, or the sacred foot of the Buddha to symbolize the Buddha. That is because of the utmost piety the actors have on the Buddha, and that they think that the Buddha's character cannot be played by an ordinary mundane person. Although in India we have seen the role of the Buddha being played by actors, in Sri Lanka, actors are willing to play the role of Prince Siddhartha and the Hermit Siddhartha. And we have never been able to see any Sri Lankan actor playing the role of the Buddha. The other most important role in a Buddhist film is that of the Buddhist monk. That is a very revered role. For the first time in Sri Lankan cinema, a Buddhist monk's role had been played by actor Herbert Jayasinghe in the film named Saradiyal, which was released as a black and white film. Later on, Gamini Fonseca, Sanasuma Kotanada, Sahanaya, Vijaya Kumaratunga, a Tamil film named Neguram, Sanat Gunatilaka, Sinahava Atharin, Ravindra Randeniya, Angulimala, Satish Chandra Edirisingha, Koti Waligaya, Dharmasiri Bandaranayaka, Satara Pera Nimiti, J.H. Jayawardhana, Adhisthana, Jayalat Manoratna, Surya Arana, W. Jayasiri, Gamani, Buddhadasa Vitanachi, Maharaja Gemunu, Ahalepala Kumari Hami, Aloko Udabadi, Sampath Tennakon, Siri Parakum, Sampath Jayasingha, Patibhana, Thumindu Dodamtanna, Sankara, Roshan Pilapitiya, Mahinda Gamanaya, Pradeep Dharmadasa, Amma Varune, Shammu Kasun, Aloko Udapadi, Madhumadava Aravinda, Siri Dalada Gamanaya have played the role of Buddhist monks. The most influential and unforgettable role of a Buddhist monk had been played by Dr. Tissa Abesekara in the film named Veerapuran Appu as Kudapola Thero, which was directed by Lester James Pieris. Some actors have played the villain Buddhist monks, characters such as Devadatta Bhikkhu, Piyadasa Gunasekara in Ajasat, Palita Silva in Maharaja Ajasat, Dineth Silva in Bimba Devi Yashodhara played the role of Devadatta Thera as a villain. Although all these actors were well received by the public, some actors were not well received as have been successfully played the role of a bhikkhu. D.R. Nanayakkara first played the role of a Buddhist monk in the Sarubima film. He then acted in Deviyani Oba Koheda film as a Buddhist monk. People did not like a comedy actor like D.R. Nanayakkara to play a serious, virtuous and revered role of a Buddhist monk. Some criticisms were levelled at the actor Giriraj Kaushalya, who recently acted as a Buddhist monk in Siri Parakum, which film was directed by Dr. Somaratna Disanayaka. The role of a bhikkhuni cannot be disregarded or undermined with regard to the Buddhist cinema. The popular actress Rukmani Devi was the first female actress to have played the role of a bhikkhuni. She acted as a Buddhist bhikkhuni in the film named Airangani, though in a very short scene. However, later the producers had to remove that part from the film. Actress Subhashini Athukorala is regarded as the first female actress in Sri Lankan cinema to have shaven her head to act as a real Buddhist bhikkhuni. She acted in the film named Ran Salu, directed by Lester James Pieris. The notable feature of this actress is that since the release of the film, she has never grown her hair. She keeps her head bald and leads a virtuous life by being a vegetarian as a respect to the character that she played in Ransalu film as a Buddhist bhikkhuni. Later, we can see Malini Fonseca, the queen of Sinhala cinema, acted as a Buddhist bhikkhuni in Kundala Kesi and recently in the film named Utpalavanna 2. In addition, Nita Fernando in Lasanda, Denavaka Hamine in Sarubima, Geeta Kumarasinghe in Akke Mata Avasarai, Sangeetha Weeraratne and Sandani Valikanna in Utpalavanna, Oshadi Heva Madduma in Mahinda Gamanaya, Pallavi Subhash and Udari Pereira in Bimba Devi Hevat Yashodhara, and Ruwangi Ratnayaka in Suba Theraniya played the role of a bhikkhuni. However, it should be mentioned that the role of a bhikkhuni was not as popular as the role of a bhikkhu. There were many films which carried the Buddhist theme, yet were not connected to the incidents of the Buddha's life. The film named Sathara Peranimithi is an example. The film later on was subjected to censoring. Films such as Adhisthana and Sankara showed the life and the thinking on a young Buddhist monk, yet these films were not censored. The film named Sansaraya Dadayakkaraya of Prasanna Jayakodi was able to portray successfully the concepts of karma, cycle of samsara, and the perishability of life. The film was not popularized since the film was screened under the label of adults only. This film discusses the deepest Dhamma concepts successfully than the films made under Buddhist label. There had been a song played at the end of the film praising the Buddha in almost all the films screened during 1950s, 1960s and 1970s. The creator of the film had made use of this song to spread his message to the public. Such songs are still popular. The best example is the song Paramita Bala Purita Pujita of Ranmutuduwa film, which is regarded as the first coloured film in Sri Lankan cinema. One of the prominent features in the Buddhist cinema is that the main and the highly revered characters which are mentioned in Buddhist literature have been given to foreign actors to play. For example, Saman Veeraman and Professor Sunil Ariyaratne brought down Indian actors R.K. Chaudhary and Gagan Malik to act in the film Prince Siddhartha. In Bimbadevi Hevat Yashodhara, the main role was played by an Indian actress named Pallavi Subhash. Their justification is that the film becomes close to reality when Indian actors play the main role since the Buddha was an Indian. There are also the opinion that it is appropriate to play the important Buddhist roles by Indians rather than letting a known actor at home whom people see very often in cinema and TV, which may spoil viewers' perception of the whole film. They think that when unfamiliar actors play such roles, people will accept them. Although making Buddhist films became a trend in Sinhala cinema, the popularity of them depends largely upon the quality of the film, and we can also expect that the true and deep Buddhist concepts and philosophy will be portrayed in future rather than simply displaying popular characters in Buddhist literature.
Sadaham